Welcome back to Steve's Sermon Shorts. It's good to see everybody out there. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done one of these, as we've had a very busy summer, and now as summer starts to come to an end, I thought it'd be a good time to just kind of reflect on some of the things that have happened. You know, and it was one of these neat summers where at our church we do a lot of stuff, which really is kind of a typical summer around here, but it was interesting to see because, you know, I had the first couple of weeks we had our children's trip that I got to be a chaperone on, and it was neat to see our kids and of course seeing the adults that care for our children when they go on the trip, and what a great trip that was, and how some of the kids' lives were changed for eternity, which was always of course a good thing. Then we got to go to the SBC Convention in Anaheim, California as a family, and that was an interesting experience, and you're going to hear more about that in a couple of weeks on a Wednesday night. I'm going to talk about what we saw at the Southern Baptist Convention and how that will affect our church going forward. We then had Vacation Bible School, which of course is always a great time here, and it was kind of a sad time this year because Ryan had COVID at the time, so he was unable to attend. But we were able to come, and we saw many children here, and it was a great opportunity again to express the gospel to the children of our community. And then of course last week we had our family mission trip, which is again one of my favorite things that we do. And as our church goes out and ministers in Gatlinburg and ministers to people who are camping and doing Vacation Bible School up there for them. So we've had a busy summer, and it was a neat summer to just really glorify God and all that was done and all that He is doing in our lives. And the thing that really is just the underlying goal for me as I look at it is to see our church doing such good things. Because in all of these events, outside support was needed. You know, money, supplies, all kinds of things were needed. And our church just always does such a great job of it. And as the pastor of the church, I just want to say thank you to our church for being so faithful and giving, not just of money, but of time, of effort, of supplies. So many things, because so many of the things we do, our church couldn't do if we didn't have people stepping up and doing it. You know, like I talked about on the mission trip in the service, you know, there's the people who go, but there's so many people behind the scenes that have given food, have given money, have given opportunity for so many others to go. And the thing I look at and what I just love about it is our church really does epitomize John 13:34-35 when it says this: "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." You know, our church, I really do feel we do have a love for one another. We want to help each other. We want to care for one another. We want to help each other out when there's things going wrong in people's lives. And we also want to help with the ministry that God has for us. So I hope that you will go out and continue to love your fellow church member. Even if you're not a member of Dorsett Shoals, love your church family. God has placed you in that for a specific reason. And that reason is to love one another so that the world will see, hey, I need that kind of love, and I know I need to be a part of that. So go out there, continue to love one another, and I love my church, Dorsett Shoals Baptist Church, okay? See y'all next week.